I was in my 23rd week of being pregnant, and I had a standard appointment with my maternal fetal medicine doctor, Dr. Dobek. I was feeling fine. I went in for an echocardiogram for him, and my blood pressure was, I think it was like 186. And he said, we're gonna have to send you to triage. My protein test came back, and it was 9.5. And she looked at me and she goes, you're not going anywhere. And not until birth. I found out later that the #1 killer of pregnant women and babies is preeclampsia. Well, he wasn't due until March, and this was November. I made it 1 week before they had to deliver. Thank God, I did not know that we had a level 3 NICU. I mean, if he was born at any hospital in our area besides TMH, they don't have the capability. I forget how many doctors were in the room. We had Dr. Henson, Dr. Haddock, I know Dr. Cordy was in there, and several other people were there because he was so early.
He went directly from the delivery room to NICU. So Christie and I were obviously in the delivery room. There was a team of doctors, there was a team of PAs, there was a team of nurses, respiratory therapists. I think there was probably 15 people in the delivery room. And when I tell you these folks went to work and like there were hands everywhere, everybody had their job, it was amazing to watch.
They intubated him right away and took him. I could hear his little cry, and it was like a cat meowing. And I remember just thinking, like, thank you, God, thank you.
Jack was born as a micropreemie, very small, about less than 700 grams. So he's faced a lot of challenges just from being premature. He had a lot of challenges. He had a blood infection when he was little. He also, at one point, was ready to graduate to level 2. He did, then ended up with pneumonia. So he came back to us.
He went through all the respiratory modalities, mechanical ventilation, jet ventilation, and was extubated to NIV-NAVA, which is a non-invasive form of respiratory support, and then ultimately to bubble CPAP and low-flow cannula.
He must have had 5 or 6 machines, and 2 of them were for breathing, and 1 of them was for this, and then there was all these IV drips that he was on, and little by little, like every day we'd go in after a while, and a machine would be gone, and then another machine would be gone. And I remember just like watching the machines leaving the room, and I have a picture of his last like couple of days in the NICU, and he's only in a bed. And I'm telling you, when you're in the NICU, there are guardian angels in there. You can feel them. So I'm just grateful for his health.
Jack was able to go home when we determined that he was eating enough food by his bottle without any assistance. He was consistently gaining weight. He was keeping his temperature on his own. But he went home on oxygen, bottle feeding like a champ, and yeah, he did a great job.
As far as the emotions go with him leaving the hospital, they were strong and they were plenty. The only person that didn't show any emotion was Jack. He was just kind of like, let's do this.
I just love every single thing about him being at home, even like the 3 a.m. feedings. I am joyously waking for them. You know, I just love having him home. They are saving babies' lives, and they are doing it every single day. And I also didn't know that we had a level 3 NICU, and I think it's important for people that live here to know what a big deal that is. I've lived here my whole life, and I did not know that we had such a unique and acute type of medicine here. I never knew I needed it. So I just want people to understand it's such a big deal to have this in our town.